live from the Dunkin Latte Lounge.
Welcome to our virtual Dunkin Latte Lounge. I am Shelly Rome. Our guest today is a New York City native who sings, dances, directs, and just released her new EP, Meet Me in the Shadows. Please welcome Lex.
Hey.
Hi.
You got it.
What's up? Welcome.
What's up? I just got done crying watching a Stevie Nicks induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame video. So that's how my morning started.
Oh, listen, they're cry
Yeah.
at anything else but like my own issues. This way I don't have to deal with what's really bothering me. I can just watch other things that make me emotional and then feel better and then go on.
That's a really good tactic. Sometimes when I know I need to cry and I won't, I'll just put on the intro to Up. And I'm like dead serious. I've done it like 3 times.
For me, it's Stepmom. Every time I watch that movie.
Oh my God. Wait, Susan Sarandon is in that, right?
Yep, with Julia Roberts.
Twice. And I freaked out.
You've met Susan Sarandon. I'm like her biggest, I'm like a stan.
I live for Susan Sarandon. She saw me in a show once and I was like shaking in my boots. I know.
Wait, so like you knew she was in the audience and
yes.
like did it like freak you out or you just
yes.
Like,
it freaked me out. She freaked me out, and then whoever plays Kristoff in Frozen, he's an amazing singer who's on Glee. Him freaked me out.
I don't want to admit that I have not seen
him. I don't remember.
I can't help.
I'm sorry, I love him, and he's fine. He won't watch this.
No, hopefully he does, and he doesn't take offense.
If he watches it, I saw you dancing on my own alone in the theater when everyone left, so.
But that's so amazing. How cool is it when you find out that somebody that you look up to is either a fan of yours or like, watching you or, yeah, it's got to be the most validating feeling in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But congratulations to you because the EP is out. So that's amazing. And I want to talk about it in just a few minutes. But first I want to go back a little bit. You started as a ballet dancer, right, when you were a very, very young girl, and you grew up dancing your entire life, which requires a lot of discipline. Yeah. Right, to be a ballet dancer.
Oh yeah.
Any kind of dancer in general. What was it like growing up as a ballet dancer?
So, I started going heavy on it in 2nd grade, and I didn't have a normal childhood like at all, and I didn't realize that until recently when everyone was talking about like sports after school or like what the sleepovers they went to, and I was like, oh. So essentially, I would go to school, and then I would have an hour to do homework, and I would go to ballet. And my ballet studio was in a different part of Long Island from where I was living. It was 20 minutes away, so we'd drive there, and I'd stay there until like 10 o'clock at night, and then come home and do it again. And I did that until I was 18.
Wow.
I know. I never like really thought about it until recently, and I was like, And the reason I thought about it was because I for so long had like a schedule that when the quarantine hit, I was like, what do I do with my hands?
Right.
Yeah. So I did that. It was really intense. I don't know if I have children, if I'm going to push them into dance. I might kind of be like Molly Shannon's grandma in Superstar and be like, no.
Right.
Just because it's like as much as it is amazing and really good for like structure, and I definitely grew up with a different type of brain than other people because of the strictness of it. It's like a really toxic environment. I hope it gets better, but the ballet world is like...
Yeah. I would imagine that it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because it's probably given you the discipline that you need to, be a successful musician in this.
Yeah, definitely.
Industry. You need consistency, you need work ethic, but
definitely.
I mean, I would imagine that, like you just said, there's so many other pressures that it puts on you. There's so many things that you missed out. And it's funny that you say that you only kind of sort of realized it while having this, this downtime during quarantine.
Yeah, the downtime was so bad for me and so many other like performing artists. We were all like, what do you mean we don't have rehearsal? Or what do you mean like I'm not in the studio every day? And it definitely gave me good work ethic. And I also think it gave me tough skin because the first time someone told me my body was like wrong was when I was like 8. So now when I meet like, I don't know, weird record people that are like, you need to look this way, I'm like, you're late.
Right. Right. I
Getting
already
lost.
that. Right. Oh my God, that's so true. Wow.
I really don't care. Like now I'm like, cool, you don't like my music? I've literally been told I'm trash since I was 8. Like
Wow. Well,
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
no, but I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
and
like
you're prepared for what's to come. Like you've
I
been,
am.
yeah.
I'm happy I didn't enter music sooner because the social media aspect of it is definitely something easier to deal with as like a 26-year-old than it would have been as an 18-year-old. And I feel bad for the younger artists because it's difficult.
Yeah. So you're like super prepared for all of it in a way. I mean, I'm sure it still gets you sometimes, but you've been there, done that. You know, you've experienced it all.
Totally. Ballet helped with that. So that's what it was for in my journey, I suppose, other than me loving to dance.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so interesting. Well, here you are. I mean, you are finally releasing this EP.
I know. I'm so excited. I really like this one because I finally like found my sound, and I know like a lot of people have that moment where it clicks for them. It for me was just like I need to have guitars and everything. I need to have that live element that if I were to go on stage, it would feel like a Stevie Nicks concert, you know?
Yeah. So, okay, so let's talk about it because I read that you describe yourself as a mix between Manson meets Madonna, Love Child amalgamation. What does that mean exactly?
For me, more so like aesthetically, the easiest way to describe to someone in an elevator, they always say like, what's your elevator pitch? Yeah. I would say I'm a pop singer. And when you watch my visuals and how I perform, it's going to look like Manson and Madonna had a baby because I have this like showgirl, very pop forward attitude, but there's always an edge of darkness on everything I do just because I really like that. I like dark art. I just am.
Yeah. Well, who are some of your favorite musicians besides Stevie Nicks, obviously, that you?
So Stevie Nicks is like, woo, I have dreams about Stevie Nicks once a month since I was little. One time I dreamt that she told me to stop singing Gypsy and I should sing Rhiannon instead. And I'm listening to her. So, I mean, they say that she's a witch, so like maybe she is my fairy godmother. But other than Stevie Nicks, The Weeknd for sure. I was watching a Weeknd concert when I realized I needed to be singing. So random, but I really love The Weeknd. I really love Queen. I really love Miley Cyrus. Like really killing it right now. Yeah, Queen, Stevie Nicks, The Weeknd.
So it's a very eclectic. You have a very eclectic taste in music. So it would make sense that you have a lot of these elements sort of thrown into a pot to create.
Also metal music, just any of it. Just put it on. I love it.
I love that. No, I love that because you can pull from so many different genres and so
totally, yeah. And that's like the song Monster on the EP. It has like a metal guitar breakdown in it, and it's like, what? Like, so
but you can still dance. You can
still dance. I want to make metal pop a thing.
Yeah, I love that. I really, it's very different. Like, you can't, like, I feel like you can't box you in. I can't be like, well, she sounds like this. I'm like, it just sounds different. It sounds fun and exciting and thrilling. You know what I'm saying? And it's very Halloween-y, very sort of exciting and, you know, different and spooky. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Is there another song on the EP, though, that you're really excited for people to check out? Let's say you think it's most representative of who you are right now, if they haven't already listened.
Am I annoying if I say 2? Because
no, say them all. Say you want people to just hit play and go from first to last. I mean,
I mean, I definitely do want them to do that. But if you're gonna listen to, there's 2 different. I call myself like. Have you ever seen Swan Lake or like know the premise where there's like the white swan and the black swan?
Yep.
So like Meet Me in the Shadows, the opening track is my Black Swan song, and it's like everything that I love about like rock music. I may or may not have sampled Motley Crue in it, and you might not know when you hear it, but I did. And Dancer is just a diary entry about my journey as a dancer and like coming out on the other end and calling myself a dancer because I quit, and for a while I would not call myself a dancer anymore because I was like, I'm out of there, I'm done with that, and I really missed it so much. So this was like my coming back to dancing story, and that is really personal too. But there's 2 different sides of me, so I would say those 2.
I love that. Before we let you perform, because we're so excited to watch that, your stage show, what do we get? I mean, obviously, unfortunately, right now, we don't get to see you perform. Hopefully that changes very soon, but what is your stage show like? What do we get when we come to a Lexxe show?
When you come to a Lexxe show, there will be guitar solos. The songs will jam out longer than they're supposed to. Not as long as a Grateful Dead concert, but they will. And dancing. So I scream when I see people dancing on stage. I really love it. So I always will have backup dancers and guitar. Lots of it.
Love that. Okay. Listen, you ready to show us like a mini version?
Some good stuff. Yes, I'm very excited to sing for you.
Okay. In our virtual Dunkin Latte Lounge, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy life.
So this next song is called Red Velvet, and I wrote it for Company XIV, which is a Baroque burlesque company in Bushwick, Brooklyn. They've been all over the city, but right now our home is in Bushwick, Brooklyn. I've been a part of the company since I think around 2018. The director, Austin McCormick, gave me a chance to write original music and perform it live every night to a large crowd, which has been really incredible. This song was for their Nutcracker. He pretty much gave me the prompt to write about a sweet, because it was going to be in the land of the sweets, and make it a double entendre. So, red velvet, you can eat it, or you can wear it, and cake is a fun thing to sing about. So because of the pandemic this year, Nutcracker is canceled live, but we did cook something up with this song included, and something else included that's pretty awesome, and I'm pretty sure tickets go live soon. They'll be on the Company XIV website if you want to see it or hear it again, if you want to see some amazing things happen to it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite songs I've ever written. This is Red Velvet. Let me entertain you, yeah. Dark world we live in, feelings forbidden. Can't give you love, no, it's not what I'm dealing. I got my eye on the prize, won't let you out of my sight. Tell you what I got in mind, yeah. You might be bad, but I got cruel intentions, drawn that way love, but no, I cannot help it. I got a place we can go, did I mention? And when you don't call me, I won't get offended. I don't waste time on what it's to pretend. Give me the fun, gentlemen, touch your engines. Let me entertain you, they don't have to say nothing. Give me all the blame now, yeah. Let me entertain you, they don't have to say none. Show you how to play now. Ooh, let me entertain you, they don't need to say none. Give me all the blame now, yeah. Let me entertain you. Oh, oh, say goodbye, no, you can't help it. Just for you, I wore red velvet. You don't have to stay long. No, you like to play high. We can keep it simple. If you wanna, let you eat cake. What can I say? I'm revolutionary, decadence, my middle name. Take this once you dig it, baby, it's addictive. Hard for us to quit it, I'm a sinner either way. They don't have to say none, give me all the blame now, yeah. Let me entertain ya, they don't need to say none. Show you how to play now. Let me entertain ya, they don't have to say none. Give me all the blame now, yeah. Let me entertain you. Oh, oh, take a bite, or you can help it. Just for you, I will. You don't have to say none. No, you like to play hard. We can keep it simple. Red velvet, red velvet. Ooh, red velvet. Let me entertain you, they don't need to say none. Let me entertain you, they don't need that's what they say. There's nothing but winning as many as waves. So you know that's just the way. First one to finish is losing the game. Red velvet, take a bite, no one can help it. Oh, oh, oh. Red velvet, red velvet. Take a bite, no you can't help it. Just for you I wore red velvet. So this next song is called 85. I released it in September and I've had it in my pocket for about 2 years. It's one of my favorites. It has this like 80s backbone. I was kind of telling my producer I wanted that like sing into your hairbrush feeling song because I just met someone new and I was so excited about it. It's definitely one of the more upbeat, joyous songs that I have. But one of my favorite things about pop music in particular is that the way that you tell the story can really change what it means to certain people. So today I kind of wanted to give you guys a different perspective on it because although it is a happy song, not every exciting new love ends up the way that you want it to. So yeah, this is 85.
Touch me like the first
So this last song is the title song of my EP. It's really special to me because it was not supposed to be the name of the EP. It was just a random surprise song that came out of me, and it's everything I love about music. It like tells a story, and it has an amazing guitar solo. Kudos to Alexis and Ramon. And it's pretty much the story of me told pretty theatrically. It's supposed to be performed in an arena, and I'm supposed to have pyrotechnics. But I'm going to give you the arena energy with my eyes and my hair. And I hope you guys love it, because I do. I've walked this road alone for a lifetime. Just me and my goals. So when you came along, I was blindsided, and I think you should know. Voices in my head tell me to turn back. I'm on the wrong side of the road, and I'm not going home. You'll never find me where the light goes. Oh no, no. Oh, meet me in the shadows, lock me up and chain me down. Scared to look and show me how. No, no. Oh, meet me in the shadows. I've been running alone for way too long. 'Cause the stick to the heart is all I know. Oh, voices in my head tell me to turn back. I'm on the wrong side of the road, and I'm not going home. You'll never find me where the light goes. Oh no, no. Lock me up and chain me down. I'm scared to love you, show me how. Oh, meet me in the shadows. Death by stereo. Death by stereo. Death by stereo. Oh, meet me in the shadows. Lock me up and chain me down. I'm scared to love you, show me how. No, no. Oh, meet me in the shadows.
Yes, that was Lex in our virtual Dunkin' Latte Lounge. Thank you so much. That was so cool. Oh my God! And by the way, we were just talking about how fabulous you look. And when we first started, I wasn't. It was my inner monologue. I was saying, me and the voices in my head were saying how fabulous you look.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And so we had you were like further back, and then we had you move closer, and then we said our producers and I said you looked naked, and then you said you look naked, but you don't look naked, and you just look great. And I don't know what the point of telling you that was, but you look.
I appreciate it.
And now you know, and now everyone else knows.
Everyone else knows I'm not naked.
Not naked. Clearly, there's clothing on.
A corset.
Oh my! That's a corset?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God, you're doing so well. You don't even look like you're having trouble breathing at all.
Keep like a little bit of old Hollywood and a little bit of goth in everything I wear, just to stay consistent.
Yes, girl, you look great. It's working. It looks great.
Thank you.
So can I ask you one question before I let you go?
Yes.
Since this is the virtual Dunkin' Latte Lounge, if you could have a latte with any celebrity, artist, famous, non-famous human, and pick their brain, either past or present, who would it be?
This is hard. How do people answer this with one person?
You can make it two. It could be like you can have like a,
party.
Yeah. A hang set. Oh.
Freddie Mercury. And no, that's it. Just those two. That would be great.
Okay.
That would be wild.
That would be amazing with Edgar Allan Poe. What would you guys talk about? Like, what would that conversation be like?
I would be like, first I would assess his mental stability.
Okay.
Because I really want to know.
Edgar or Freddie?
Edgar Allan Poe. Freddie's great. First I would be like, Freddie, good. You good? Sorry, Edgar, you good?
Edgar.
I would ask him how he died, because some people say he was murdered.
Right.
I would ask him, I don't know, I would probably just let him talk. I feel like he wouldn't, though. I feel like he would just stare.
Right.
That would be fine, too. I love Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, maybe you can just read them. Like, maybe you can just...
Yeah, I would just be like...
I think Freddie Mercury, though, would be such a good one, too. Like,
last. Like, sick. I would ask him about cats. He really loves cats.
Yeah. So you're a big Queen fan?
Yeah. When I was little, I used to blast. My mom had this like record player with a whole bunch of, sorry, I guess it was a CD player, but it was a huge circle. Mm-hmm. And there was a list next to it, and you could just press a number, and it would play that CD. Mm-hmm. And I always went back to the Queen CD. And one day I was like, Mom, can we go see Freddie live? And she was like, oh. Like, that wouldn't just be like common knowledge because I was
You were so young, yeah.
She was like, damn.
Not possible, honey.
Like, I'm sorry, he died like the year before you were born. And I was like, no.
Oh, imagine like finding that out.
I cried about it. I guess you're not just going to like randomly tell your kid, by the way, Freddie Mercury's dead. So like, that's how I felt.
That's so sad.
I know, it was really upsetting.
You never think like how do you have that conversation with your kid? Like somebody is
if someone's fun.
Oh,
as it comes up, like she probably didn't think she had to have that conversation with me.
Right?
Oh, this popped out. I actually have a Freddie Mercury tattoo. Is it corny if I show you it?
No, not at all.
It's like the only one that I ever got that is a person.
Dude, that's crazy.
I know. It also looks like my dad. So sometimes like my grandma's like, oh, is that your dad? And I'm like, yes.
Yes, Grandma. Oh, that's so great. It
looks exactly like my dad, actually. Like it's
really?
Yeah, it's weird. But
wait, what are these?
These are a bunch of flash. So, actually, this is an Edgar Allan Poe. This is Dream by Day quote. It is from this quote that's like, those who dream by day are more cognizant of things that escape those who dream by night, or something like that, where it's like, be a daydreamer. Mm-hmm. And then I just have a bunch of, this is like, my spooky hand, spooky things.
I like it.
Depeche Mode, little enjoying
Very
someone's
cool.
thing. Just keeping it consistent.
I like it. You're cool. You're very cool.
Thank you. I just want to be cool. No, I think I had a rebellion after I quit ballet, and I was like, I'm gonna be a punk band and live in a car, and got a bunch of tattoos. And then I was like, oh, I want to audition for Broadway.
Listen, I would imagine after all that structure and living such a life where you're so disciplined, you kind of just want to break free,
I always wanted tattoos. I had like a little, like folder on my computer full of them when I was younger, but I couldn't get them. And then I did.
Well, I like them.
Thank you.
And I like you. Okay. They're just, I don't know. Things are just coming out and I'm just saying them. Listen, the EP is out. Meet Me in the Shadows. Thank you so much for giving us some time today. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm so stoked.
Yay.
Live from the Dunkin Latte Lounge.